So today, let's talk about building a blueprint for a meaningful life. We're gonna get right to the heart of it, how to stop living a life that feels like it was written for someone else, and how you can, finally, start writing your own story.
All right, let's just dive right in with a really direct question. And I want you to be honest with yourself here. Are you really living your own life, or are you kind of just playing a role? Are the words coming out of your mouth yours? Are your actions, are they truly aligned with who you are deep down?
See, that question, it really gets to the core of a huge problem, something a lot of us feel. It's this nagging sense that we aren't living authentically, like we're just an actor, performing on the stage of our own life.
And this idea has a name. Let's call it the puppet persona. It's that role you play, right? The mask you put on, to get people's approval, to hide what you feel are your own shortcomings. But think about it. If you're a puppet, then who's pulling the strings? If you're an actor, who wrote your lines? Because one thing's for sure, it wasn't you.
And the consequences of living like this, well, they're absolutely devastating. When you live this false life, you aren't actually experiencing your life. Even when you succeed, even when you win, it feels empty, doesn't it? That's because the real you isn't getting the reward, the puppet is. And that path, it doesn't lead anywhere good. It's a direct route to bitterness, resentment, and a life that feels, well, meaningless.
Okay, so if that's the trap, how in the world do you escape it? Well, the good news is it doesn't start with some massive, overwhelming gesture. It starts with something much smaller. Just one small, honest fix.
And here is the tool. This is the starting point. Tonight, just sit on your bed, and you have to be completely serious about this. No lying to yourself. You have to be desperate for an answer. And then you just ask, what's one thing I'm doing wrong that I know I'm doing wrong, that I could fix, and that I would fix?
Now the process here it's simple, but it's definitely not easy. So first, you ask that question with genuine desperation. You really want to know. Second, you have to actually listen for the answer. And here's the kicker, the answer that comes up, it's probably not going to be something you want to hear, but it'll be what you need to hear. And then third, and this is crucial, you take a micro action, just one tiny, real improvement. That's where it all begins.
You see, that one small, honest fix, it's like a doorway. It's the entry point into a completely different way of living your life. It's really the start of what you could call the great adventure of telling the truth.
And this is where you see the two paths laid out in front of you, right? The false you, the puppet, carefully chooses words to manipulate a situation to get a specific outcome. But the true you, well, the true you just says what they believe is true and accepts what happens. One path is safe, predictable, and ultimately full of resentment. The other, now that is an adventure, and that's where you actually start to live.
And this leads to a really crucial idea. Speaking the truth isn't just some abstract moral high ground. It's intensely practical. It's how you become competent. Because when you can be articulate, when you can think clearly and say what you mean, you become formidable. You become, in a very real sense, dangerous. Not in a bad way, but dangerous in the sense that you're effective. You can't be easily pushed around.
So how do you get articulate? Well, you're right. And I don't just mean for school or for work. Writing is thinking. It's formalized thought. It forces you, it makes you sort out your jumbled ideas, find the contradictions, and build a solid case for what you believe. When you do that, you are literally sharpening the tools inside your own mind. And once you learn to do that, you're building a foundation for yourself that is pretty much unstoppable.
Okay, so we've covered the what, stop lying, and the how, start with one small fix. But what about the why? I mean, why go through all this hard work? Well, that brings us to the most important part, understanding the value of carrying a burden.
You know that dream everyone has, retiring on a beach, sipping a drink, not a care in the world? It sounds great, but honestly, it's a recipe for a meaningless life. We think we want endless comfort, but what our souls actually crave is a challenge. Our sense of value, our very purpose, it doesn't come from ease, it comes from the struggle.
And here's maybe the simplest way to put it. We are built to walk uphill. That's just what we are. We're creatures designed for the climb, meant to push against something, to always be aiming for something higher.
Think about it. Almost all of your positive emotions, they come when you're working towards a goal, not necessarily when you get it. The joy isn't just standing on the peak, it's the climb itself. And then it's about finding the next higher hill. You actually grow in direct proportion to the size of the burden you choose to pick up. And that choice, that voluntary commitment,
That is purpose. And purpose, my friends, is the only real antidote to bitterness.
All right, let's bring this all together. It's time to stop looking left and right at what everyone else is doing. It's time to look forward, up the path in front of you. It is time to begin your own uphill climb. And as you start, there is one rule that is more important than any other. You have to stop comparing yourself to other people. It's a game you will never, ever win. It will only make you bitter and resentful. The only person you should ever compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Now that's a game you can win, every single day.
And that brings us right back to the beginning, full circle. Don't worry about the whole mountain. Don't even look at the summit. Just look down at your feet, at the path right in front of you, and ask yourself this one final, crucial question. What one small weight, what one small burden will you choose to pick up today?